So there are multiple copyright issues that arise in relation to AI. I mean, first of all, if you look at the code in the AI itself, some of the underlying code is definitely going to be protected as a literary work. However, there are now different elements that you need to take into account. Firstly, if AI is used to write code, which increasingly it is.
I functionally have been managing the intellectual property portfolio for the organizations that I've worked for. So my experience has been, getting a software application, because the moment you talk about AI, and if it's implemented on a generic computer, right? And that definition is something that is out there. So I don't want to go into the details of what is a generic computer. But the moment we talk about a general purpose machine on which a code is getting implemented, that is where, irrespective of the jurisdiction, the problem comes up of getting a patent.
Businesses got to include some terms of services to make sure all this Gen AI platform will confirm to the proper licensing, and so that eventually by the time they're going to feed up or train the data platform, is also going to pretty much in the compliance, and of course to make sure have a broad indemnifications for any potential IP.
If we're focusing really on the ownership side, I think there's a couple of parts to it. One of them is the ownership of the code that creates the AI, and that's going to be protected under almost any country's laws of source code. So if we're going to then start talking about ownership of what is created from AI,
you've said that there may be infringement issues from the copyright perspective of the owner of the material which is being used to train the AI tool. Now, from a purely litigation perspective, how is the owner required to or should approach his rights? How can one, before the court of law, prove that my copyright has been infringed? Because ultimately, unless you get into the AI system database, you would not know whether your document or your manual has been used or not as a material for training.
In the single story, I can say to you the Naruto with the Slater. The Slater is the international nature photographer. So he left the device, he left the camera in the forest in the North Sulawesi, east of Indonesia. But I think Naruto, the indigenous monkey of Indonesia, took a selfie by doing the smiling selfie. I bet you if you can do some kind of the surfing in the browsers, monkey selfie is definitely Naruto.